We're glad that you could visit with us here today on TAMAPTA, All Our People. I'm Lawrence Rogers. On today's program, we talk with hockey legends Tiger Williams and Guy LaFleur as part of their North American tour. We're glad that you could join us. Enjoy the program.
Started 11 years ago, and a gentleman by the name of Jeff Pickering, who is the president of Zentel DM, it was kind of his brainchild, along with a gentleman by the name of Marc Verreau, and he is out of Montreal. So Marc Verreau put the players together, and a lot of them were French-Canadian stars. And then Jeff Pickering developed the tour, and they started off with 6 cities, and now it's developed into 58 cities. They're cause-related events for the most case, as it is here with the women's shelter. And so we have, throughout the last 11 years, raised close to $1 million for various beneficiaries throughout mostly Canada and in the United States somewhat.
Well, my name is Ron Hogarth. I was a National Hockey League referee for 23 years. I officiated in 1,200 NHL games, and so I'm now retired. So what I'm doing here is I'm on the ice. I have a mic with the tour, and I kind of communicate with the fans as well. We do a couple little stints, and so it's kind of fun. That's Tiger Williams in the background. That's surprising. Yeah, that's all those years, and he's found out I'm a nice guy. This is my first time in Inuvik. Is that how I believe it? Inuvik. That's how you pronounce it, and it's nice. It's a neat town. I want to be able to see. It's very, very interesting. So that's a great part of this tour. That we were in Los Angeles, New York, and Boston. We never really saw our own country, and this is what this tour is all about: giving something back to the country that's been so good. Everybody's a hockey fan up here, and so this is good. Everybody will notice. People know my face, not necessarily my name, because we were, I was one of the last guys not to wear a helmet on the ice, and I've been retired 6 years now. So this is the fun time.
So we also have the Inuvik Figure Skating Club. They are performing tonight.
Yeah,
so we kind of
between the periods, or?
For the opening, and then we have a young skater that is performing right before dawn. So, and then we've involved the local community as well with Little Tykes. They're going to be kind of part of that, and we're also doing a laser show. Yeah, so we try to make it an entertainment package as well as we've kind of developed a template, and so wherever we go throughout the country, we try to make it. In sport these days, you have to make it an entertainment package as well as a good hockey game, especially for some of the young kids, because they don't know all of the older, or they don't know all of our legends. So you want to keep their interest up as well, even though their dads are telling them that they're famous.
I'm Don Jackson, and I won the World Championship for Canada back in 1962 in Prague, Czechoslovakia. And I was very fortunate in that competition to do a jump that had never been done before in competition. It was called a triple Lutz jump. It's a jump where you skate backwards, put your toe in the ice, turn 3 turns in the air, and land backwards on 1 foot.
How is it different from the triple axel?
Triple axel, you take off forward, and that's 3.5 turns. So that was a little more difficult than what I was doing at the time. But that was only done, maybe 20 years after I had done the triple Lutz.
Okay, how difficult is the quadruple?
Quadruples, once you get the triple axel, I was working on quads myself, but I had to turn professional because in those days amateurs were real amateurs. We couldn't get anything. I think we got $20 for a show, and nowadays they're millionaires and they're still amateurs, or what they call amateurs. But now I'm skating with the NHL Old Timers. This is the second tour I've had with them, and they've been treating me well. I don't skate the hockey game, but I do skate an exhibition just before the third period after the flood. The music that I skate to this year is from the musical Name, and it's about a 3-minute program, and I skate some jumps and spins and footwork and interpret the music. I'm not doing the difficult jumps I did back in '62 when I was 21 years old, because now I'm almost 60. But I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate to be able to still be doing what I love, and that is the figure skating.
So how long have you been skating?
52 years. I started when I was 8 years old, so it's a long time. I won in Prague, Czechoslovakia in those days. I've gone to France, Paris, I skated there in a competition, but most of the competitions were in the United States and Canada. But since then I've skated and done seminars around the world in Australia, Japan, of course the United States, and all over Canada. And I have a line of skating boots with my name on it, Jackson, so that's a little bit of advertising I do as I'm going on the tour with the Old Timers.
When we return, we'll show you more hockey legends here on TAMAPTA. Hi, welcome back to TAMAPTA for more of the hockey legends.
The Big Tiger. My real name is Tiger Williams. I was born in Weybridge, Saskatchewan, and I left home when I was 15 to go play junior hockey in Vernon, BC. Then I went back to Swift Current and played major junior there. And I was drafted in '74 by the Leafs, and I played there 6 years. And then I played 5 years in Vancouver, a year in Detroit, 3 years in Los Angeles, 2.5. And they paid me for 3, so, you know. And then another year in Hartford. And I retired when I was 35, and I'll be 46 in February. And all I do now is hunt, and more hunting. I was known for my finesse and my great speed, and so they had no choice but to pick me up. You know, I mean, nobody else could fill that role. So that's how I got on. I think, you know, they might have a different opinion, but I think it was because of my finesse, you know, and my politeness on and off the ice.
On the tour up here, before you came to Inuvik, did they give you any briefing on what was in store here in Inuvik?
Well, I haven't been. I've been around this part of the country before. I go to Toledo, which is called now the old Fort Norman. I was there last winter for 2 weeks. I did a hockey school down in Norman Wells and down in Toledo. I've hunted a lot up in Cambridge Bay. And I haven't actually been, right here in this part of the Delta. I've been to Tuktoyaktuk different times, but a lot of the tour, like in down east, I don't bother going on it. I only do the northern community tours, and I feel that I really love coming up here. I really enjoy the people, and I kind of have a feeling inside me that maybe this is a place that I would have probably lived if I would have played hockey, and I really enjoy this part of the world. And I'm also very interested in oil and gas and what's going on up here, and I follow that on a regular basis. And I get the satellite at home. I get the native channel out of Yellowknife, and I sit there and read all what they're saying about the environmental impact and the study on this proposed new pipeline. So I keep in touch with the North as much as I can.
It's my fourth year now. Fourth year that I've been playing for the Legend, so a lot of fun. I was born in 1951 in a small town near Ottawa called Thurso. It's about 2,500 people. Inuvik is bigger. So I was drafted with the Montreal Canadiens in 1971-72. I played 14 years for the Montreal Canadiens. We started our tour in Kelowna, British Columbia. We played Fairbank. We played, Whitehorse, Fairbank, and Anchorage. So we just got here from Anchorage.
And where do you go from here?
We go to Yellowknife. We go to Lloydminster, Grand Prairie, and Nanaimo. We're playing at the 7 o'clock game tonight against the RCMP, and plus a few local guys, I think, are playing for the RCMP team. So I was here. I played here in 1987. I played a game with Steve Shutt here in 1987 in the old rink. Now they have a new arena, so it's going to be nice.
Watch for more of our hockey legends when we return here on TAMAPTA. Hi, we're back with more of the hockey legends here on TAMAPTA, all our people.
What's the toughest game you ever had to officiate?
Well, it was with Tiger Williams. Every game I had with Tiger was a tough game. Actually, we were talking about Moose DuPont is here, and the Broad Street Bully days. We had St. Louis and Philadelphia, and St. Louis was with St. Louis. They were in the stands fighting with the police and everything. That was probably one of the toughest games that I've ever had.
Tiger Williams, he's a real tough guy on the ice, but he's a real good friend. You know, I've been on the tour with him for 3 years now, and he's taken me under his wing and been very, very nice. He's a puppy if you're not on the ice fighting him.
How can you encourage the kids to continue in a sport that they love?
Okay, it's you know, you look at the NHL right now. There's 29 teams, so there's a lot of room for guys that wants to make it eventually. So compared to us, when I arrived in the NHL in 1971, you only had 12 teams, so it was a lot tougher to make the team. So now it's more teams, more opportunities for the kids, and also kids are doing something that they like, you know, and it's not because you're from a small town that you don't have a chance. And I'm there to prove it because I'm from a small town, 2,500 people, and I work hard, and I had a lot of fun playing when I was a kid, and my dream was to play in the NHL, so I succeeded because of the work that I put into the game. And
Well, you got to. My advice would be you got to make sure: are you doing this for yourself, or are you doing it for your mom and dad, or for your grandpa and grandma? If you're not doing it for yourself, stay home. You know, you have to set your goal and work towards that goal, and focus in on it. And the other thing, yes, you're going to get homesick. Yes, you're going to be lonely. Yes, you're going to miss your parents and your friends and all. But you know what? So does everybody else. We're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
You know, a little different from different guys. I mean, think about the Russian players when they come over here.
Yeah.
They're a hell of a lot further away from home than and in a complete different culture too. You know, so you just got to decide what you want in life and go do it. You can always come home.
Yeah.
You know. But it's nice to go and have an opportunity, because if you ever played in the National Hockey League, it's, you know, not many people get paid to do something that is, it's a great game and a great sport, and I mean, it's a fantastic life. And then when you're done playing, if you stay focused and you play a long time, you can go and live wherever you want because you can afford to do it.
Yeah.
So there is a rainbow at the end, you know, but it's not easy. You know, there's a lot of bumps on along the way, and you just got to be able to, you know, don't get too high and don't get too low.
Well, I'd tell them to get a good pair of skates, to have good support, and they'd have to enjoy the sport. That's the main thing. I think that being in figure skating is called, you know, usually the girls are in that, and the guys have given me a lot of fun, rough time, but they've been really good to me. You know, they've treated me like one of the gang, and I'm here on the tour with them now, and I'll be going with some of them to the Soviet Union, to Russia, and skate 4 shows, and I'll be taking my wife with me, and we'll be having I just got married about a week and a half ago, so we'll be having our honeymoon. This is probably a honeymoon, but without her. It's very nice to be here. I'm looking forward to it.
big thing is that the Old Timers Hockey Challenge Tour is a win-win-win situation, and that a win-win-win-win-win situation because our players are able to see the country and get back with one another and have a good time, and also be able to get back on the ice. It's great for the community because they're able to see these stars. It's wonderful for the beneficiaries because we're able to raise money for them, and also we hope that we can bring a little bit into the community with what we spend when we come into the community.